Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, my name is Chenelle, the owner of 3 Balls Handmade Soaps and More. And in today's video, I'm going to be making this banana soap. Alright y'all, so as always, I like to show you everything that I will be working with. And right here, of course, I got my gloves. I have my protective eyewear here. I got my stick blender. I have my thermometer, my scale. I do have a banana right here, and I'm just going to be using one. My bowls right here, my stainless steel bowl, as well as my other little small bowls. I have my test loaf back here, my clear container, and I mainly just use this so that way everyone can see what I am doing. And then I also have my long spout pitcher in there, my 2 spatulas, and I don't think I said my stick blender. So here's the stick blender and the spatulas right here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and clean off my table, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, so first I started out by weighing out my ingredients, and for this soap I did replace 50% of my liquid with the banana puree, and I also added about 25% of this annatto oil infusion. So 25% of my olive oil was replaced with my infusion, and then 50% of my water was replaced with the banana. Alright, so once my oils and my water lye solution had cooled down to room temp, I then proceeded to break apart my banana so that way we can go ahead and begin to puree it. Now, I did see this method over at Soap School by Sarah James, her channel. And all she did was, it was kind of similar to how I did it with when I made the avocado and coconut. So I pretty much just followed her method here with this banana, and she just took a few pieces and she used some of her oil and added that to the banana to puree it. So that's what we're gonna do here. Well, that's what I did here. And you just want to make sure that you don't have any huge chunks or anything like that. You need it to be smooth. So I just continued to add a little bit of my oils at a time until I had a very smooth banana puree. Now, I did see some soap makers use the dehydrated banana chips, so you can always use those as well. But however, I just chose to do the puree because it was a method that I was very familiar with, because like I said, I did it with the avocado and coconut milk soap that I made some months back. Alright, so once I had my banana puree all smooth, I then added that to my oils before I added in my water lye solution. So I just added that to the oils, to the rest of the oils, and then I just stick blended it just a little bit to kind of blend that up first with the rest of the oils, and then we added in the water lye solution. And if you have made banana soap before, please let me know down below. I would love to hear your thoughts as well as tips and tricks, okay? Now, the reason that I went with this annatto color, this annatto infusion, is because I wanted it to have some sort of color. Now, of course, I could have possibly, been fine without adding the annatto infusion, because one of my oils was so yellow. One of my butters was so yellow. My shea butter was, unrefined. So I probably could have got away without using the annatto. However, I didn't want to take a chance with it because they said that usually banana soaps without any colorant in them, your soap will be beige. So now right here, I'm just stick blending the puree up with the oils. And if you are new to soap making, I did leave out a few steps. However, I will have a more detailed video linked in the description. once I added in my water lye solution, I just stick blended until I reached my desired trace. And you can see right here that the color did somewhat change just a little bit once the water lye came in contact with the oils and the banana. Now, adding bananas to soap will definitely increase the bubbles because of the sugar, and as well as some other things that I personally am not going to speak on. However, I highly recommend that you look it up whenever you have the time and just see what other things banana has to offer in soap. Once I reached my desired trace, it was then time for me to add my soap to my mold. And y'all, look at this soap. Y'all let me know what you think. Look at that. And for this soap, I did not add any essential oil. I wanted to hold off on the essential oil since, again, this was my very first time making a banana soap. Alright, so after I finished putting my soap in the mold, I did tap it on my table just a little bit to get out whatever air bubbles that may be left in there. And then I went in with the back of my plastic fork to texture the top. And here is our banana soap. And y'all, this is where things took a very interesting turn. Honestly, I wish I would have just left it uncovered on the counter. So about 24 hours later, which I mean, I did check this throughout the night, but as I was looking at this throughout the night and it started to gel, the color started to change drastically. And honestly, like, I wasn't happy with the color at all. But I mean, it is what it is. My soap went from being banana soap to looking like banana bread, okay, without the bread. But so I mean, it is what it is. So right here, I'm just unmolding my soap, and from the looks of it, I did get a full gel, and you can somewhat see the specks in there. Now this, I will say this, I absolutely love, love, love the specks. Now I do love the specks in this soap and the specks that you get from the banana soap. Now right here, I'm just going to cut these soaps up, and once I bring it a little closer, you can kind of see the darker brown around the edges. Now, and also, you couldn't really, when I cut it, which you'll see when I bring it close again, but it was hard to see the specks. I literally had to wait. I waited just a few minutes before I stamped my soaps to see if the specks would show, and they did. So the longer it set, like, the more the specks started to show up. And if possible, be sure to join us live every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come chat, ask questions. If I don't have the answer, I'm sure someone else in the chat probably will. So again, come join us live every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And y'all, look at these specks. Now this was about 5 minutes or so after the cut. Now here I am just placing my soaps down, getting ready to stamp them, and I will have that linked down below about my stamp. Right here I'm just using some saran wrap. Now the saran wrap is just to keep soap out of my stamp. And here is our banana bread soap without the bread. But no, seriously, it's just a banana soap. Y'all let me know what you think down below. I mean, I guess it's okay. Y'all let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, which I hope you did. And if you did, please consider leaving us a thumbs up. And if you have not done so already, consider subscribing to our channel. And to all of our wonderful subscribers out there, we thank you guys so much. And until next time, I will see you guys later.